What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. And my God, Newcastle are back to winning ways. What a fantastic result today at St James's Park as Newcastle see off the Wolves at the door in a 3-0 win at St James's Park. Goals from Alexander, Isak and Flash, and of course Tino Livramento as well. Fantastic goals by all three lads today at St James's Park. And I've got to say, what a fantastic game we did today at St James's. All the lads can be proud of what they did on that field today at St James's. Just a fantastic game all round. There was a few players like Sean Longstaff that I thought could have done a little bit better in the game. There was a few loose passes here and there from Sean Longstaff. But that aside, we did absolutely amazing today. We really took Wolves apart in that game today. The opening goal on the 14th minute from, of course, the man that scored the last time Wolves played at St James's Park last season. It was a 2-1 win that game. This time, however, it is a 3-0 win. And the opening goal scorer was, of course, Isak with a header off of a pass across, which hit off of the Wolves player after Bruno passed the ball across. It hit off, I think it was Dawson, it hit off. The ball went up. It went into the path of Isak. Isak nodded it into the back of the net, past the Wolves goalkeeper, of course, and seen us go 1-0 up 14 minutes into the game. It wasn't that long after, of course, and then we see Newcastle scoring again around the 33rd minute. This time, Anthony Gordon with a goal. And then, of course, we had to wait until the 92nd minute to see the third and final goal of the game, which came from Tino Livramento. A fantastic run down the right-hand side by Tino. He broke his way into the box. He took on a couple of men. And with the last touch of the ball, before he went to the ground off of a shove by the Wolves player, he banged it into the back of the net, or just trickled across the line really into the back of the net, past the Wolves goalkeeper, which of course was not the Wolves goalkeeper that started the game, as he had to go off at half time. So did Pedro Neto as well, who picked up a knock in the game at first half, so he had to go off at half time, and he was replaced, of course, in the game by a young lad called Fraser. Their goalkeeper Sa come off at half time as well, and was replaced by another goalkeeper, of course, into the game. But like I say, a fantastic all-round game by the lads. Like I say as well, a couple of players like Longstaff just doing a few loose passes here and there, but I'm sure he will rectify that, and he will get that sorted, in the games coming up. He will be told by Eddie to get them passes a little bit smoother, a little bit better, because he did have a few chances where he could have got the ball in to the likes of Harvey Barnes after a brilliant work of play in the game as well, but it was a little bit too short on the pass, and it didn't get through all the way for Harvey Barnes. If it had have, Barnes would have scored, and it would have been even more than 3-0 win today. Looking at the league table, here it is up on screen for you guys. As you can see, of course, Newcastle are 8th in the table with 40 points out of 27 games played. Of course, West Ham were playing today as well. They are 2 points ahead of us because of the result in their game. But, looking at that league table, there is still a chance, no matter how slim it might be, there is still a chance that we could finish in the Champions League spots as well. We're not that far off, Tottenham's in there in 5th spot. If that Champions League spot does go down to 5th, of course, then, you've got Tottenham in there who are only 10 points ahead of us. There is a big possibility that we could, close that gap down. If not, then, we can get into that Europa League, Conference League spots, which at the end of the day, is still Europe. I'd still take that, getting Europe is Europe. Doesn't matter if it's Europa League, Champions League, or Conference League. Would still be getting extra money in the coffers for the FFP moving forward. But let us know your thoughts, down in the comments below. What was your thoughts on the game today, of course, against Wolves at St James's Park? I mean, like I've just said there, I was really happy with what we did in the game today. I was really happy with the performance of quite a few of the lads. Like I say as well, I was a little bit disappointed in a few passes that Sean Longstaff made. There was a couple of other players that made a few short passes as well, but that can be, forgiven for the fact that we have come away from this game as 3-0 winners. But then passes definitely need to be tightened up. They definitely need to be done in a much more quicker, faster way as well. There was a few slow passes, dwindling on the ball a little bit too long in the game. But all that aside, we come away from St James's Park with a win in the bag, 3 points in the bag, and we're back to winning ways, and that is the main thing. That is what matters most, is that we're back to winning ways. Till next time, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to not miss out on any of the content that is coming on the channel. And also hit that super thanks down below. You can see it scrolling across the bottom here. Either you can join the membership for $1.99 a month, or you can hit that super thanks down below and put any donations you want in there. All are welcome, none are taken for granted. And I'll see you all for the next one. However, lads.